Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? I hope everyone had an amazing Valentine's Day yesterday. If you guys are new here, welcome. Subscribe to my channel, please like the video, and most importantly, please say hello. What is a cash reset? A cash reset is basically when you go through your envelopes, you want to make adjustments to make sure your budget is still working for you. It's kind of like, I don't know, hitting the reset button to make sure you're doing or saving for the correct items that you have, like for your envelopes. You even be asking, why should we do a cash reset? So sometimes life happens where you might overspend in one category. You might have extra cash left over. You might need to reallocate money to a different envelope that's more important, like a sinking fund. Maybe you have to take money out of your purse fund and put it in your emergency fund. Basically just going over and making sure that you are saving for the correct envelopes. A cash reset really is about getting back on track if you have gone off budget, reallocating leftover money to your savings, to your debt, to your sinking funds, to a different envelope that you think would fit you best. Different things happen throughout life, and so this is where you have to ask yourself that question: am I saving for the right area or the right category? Another reason is it's to adjust your spending categories based on you're actually spending, like your actual needs. So if you don't need one of the envelopes that you're maybe using for a sinking fund, put it towards something that you truly do need for your family, okay? And you also want to make sure that every dollar has a job. What are you doing with the money that you're taking out? Are you putting it in the correct envelopes, and so forth? So what we want to do is you want to take out your envelopes and you want to go through everything. So we can actually do that right now. The first 6 envelopes, these are your variable cash envelopes. Okay, so these are my variable cash envelopes. I don't need to adjust this because I save for these categories every week faithfully for many years, and I want you guys to do the same. So these are all of the categories. When I talk about variable cash envelopes, these are the categories: groceries, household, eating out, beauty, gas, and miscellaneous. Okay, so these are the variable cash envelopes that we save every week. You take money out and you fill your cash envelopes. Now, I don't want to reset those, but you might want to take a look at some sinking funds. So for example, I have BJ's, I have Amazon, Rainy Day, I have Lucian, Ezra, Adelina, and Target. So, I guess I could change things up a bit because I've been using these same sinking funds for a while right now. It's not a huge deal. Now, another thing too is that I have 4 sinking funds that are in my credit union, which is emergency, Christmas, vacation, and clothing. So those I would definitely continue to keep. I've had those for many years as well, and I leave those in my credit union just because it's easy, and I basically just created sub-accounts where I then take the money and I just transfer it over when needed. Okay, so it just stays in the bank. But these are the smaller sinking funds. Now, another thing you might want to ask yourself is, are you saving for the 1 month ahead? Okay, and what areas do you have to save for the 1 month ahead? Like the 1 month ahead, I have mortgage, utilities, phone bill, car payment, car insurance. We have kids, medical, emergency, savings, subscriptions, and online shopping. And to be honest with you, these are amazing categories. If you haven't started, they're right here, all set of 12. You don't need to create anything new. I have to say, I love these categories. So I think what I'm going to do is, for me, I don't know if I should take out BJ's. I don't really use it as much. I do use Amazon, faithfully. I think I'm gonna take Rainy Day out. I think it's time to part the ways with the Rainy Day. Bye-bye, Rainy Day. Because here's the deal. If you look over here, you have spending, right? I have subscriptions, I have medical, emergency right here. So we have spending, we have even online shopping. So I think for me, starting with a clear, fresh, we are in February and I really want to do the best for the full year. And I don't want to have this and have multiple envelopes all over the place. I think it's more frustrating and confusing doing it that way. So I think what I would do is I'm probably going to combine the envelopes, but for now we can keep them separate. Let's just keep the variables separate. So what I am going to do is I'm going to take Amazon. I'm going to take rainy day. This is random. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to keep BJ's. I will keep Lucian, Ezra, and Adelina. I will also take Target out. The money that I'm taking out of here, I'm actually going to put it in these envelopes. I might even use a different binder, but I want to keep my variable cash envelopes separate. I also want to use the credit card tracker to put all of the credit cards that I'm no longer using in here, just as a safe space to keep it separate. So you're not losing it, you're not using it, it's not in your wallet. So I am going to take this out and I'm going to put it in my sinking fund. So I'm actually doing a cash reset right now. So this is what a cash reset is. It is about taking a look at what envelopes you have and do you need them? Do you need to create something new? What do you really need to help you get ahead? So I talked to my daughter today and she's actually doing really, really good with her cash envelope system. And I'm so proud. So proud, because when you apply your energy and your time into trying to make it work, things work. She was like, oh my God, I can't believe I have actually leftover money. I saved. I'm doing really well. I wrote down everything that I spent. So the system works if you apply it correctly and you're truly honest with what you're doing. Okay, guys? So we want to make this fun. We want to make it fun, right? We want to, let's make budgeting fun, because let's change the word from budgeting to saving and spending. Words to make it complicated, right? It's just about saving and spending your money. And if you manage your money correctly, you will succeed. If you'll do good. But of course, if you take it and you spend your money super fast, then how are you going to get ahead? There's a time and a place for everything. And I think that when people actually hear the word budget, they think of more of like restrictions. You're restricted. Oh, you can't spend this. You can't do that. Not true. Not true at all. Don't think like that. It is not about that. It's just what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to just take a couple minutes and think about what are your goals. Think about what are some of the things that you want to do to change and to get better at. Do you want to get rid of your credit cards? Do you want to get better organized? Do you want to get better with your cash envelopes? If you're saying yes to all of those things, then you can do it, okay? So let's go over here. And we're just going to put this in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use online shopping for Amazon, for Target, for everything. I'm going to keep this. Let's put it over here. See, because I use this as a separate, it's a separate kind of like a store. It's like a Costco. So I'm actually going to just keep it with my variables because I do consider that as a variable expense. I like to save like at least 100 to 150. All right, so this is my variable binder. It is all set. I took the envelopes out. These are the envelopes that I'm getting rid of. I'm getting rid of Amazon. I'm getting rid of Target. Let's keep this little sticky note. I'm getting rid of Target, a blank one, rainy day. And we don't need these. We don't need these because I have this. I have the 12 envelopes that really break it down for you. Pets, medical, car insurance, your bills. But not only that though, it has also sinking funds. It has emergency here. It has spending, subscriptions, and it has online shopping. Okay, we have Lucian, Ezra, and Adelina. We're just gonna pop this in the back. Oops. the envelopes are still fine. So we're just gonna go ahead and we're just rearranging. So that is what a cash reset is. It's just about going through what you have, looking at what you have. Is it working for you? Do you need to make some changes? And taking a look and just making things a little bit more streamlined, organized, and being honest with what you're doing. Do you need to take money out of these envelopes and put it in another envelope? Are you no longer using the envelopes that you previously were using? So as you can see, I got rid of all of these. So Target, here's a blank one, rainy day, Amazon, and then I moved BJ's into the variable, which is this one, and then I moved Ezra and the grandkids in the back, which are, these are the sinking funds, okay? So this is the money that I took out of those envelopes. Let's put them, so everything is here, but I need money in, I have money in my miscellaneous, I have money in my on-the-go miscellaneous wallet. So I'm gonna put this money in spending. Today is February 15th, and I'm going to add to this card. What I am going to add is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're gonna add $14, and that is the balance. This is for spending. So I think the 12 categories that we have here are very across the board. They're very user-friendly. Like, it can go for a lot of things, like spending is spending, online shopping is online shopping. You have emergency fund. Like, you have these envelopes that are ready, they're pre-made, and they're beautiful. And on top of that, they're going to help you. The next one is, let's put it in online shopping, 20. So 10, 20, 32. Now, I do like to order things like from Amazon. So I always like to just put add, and we're gonna put $32, and this is the balance, okay? So just keep track of what you're doing, keep track of your cash envelopes, and it'll work out. As you can see, we are done. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is my Sienna binder. These are the Sienna binders, but I think I might switch into this one. Now, let me show you guys a couple things. Cash envelopes and resetting your envelopes. There's a lot of different ways that you could use the envelopes. Like, for example, different styles. So if you go to the shop and you go to cash envelopes, you're going to see a ton of different cash envelopes. We have script, we have a straight font. So like these, you'll see, these are all, we have straight, this is a straight font. We also have script, and we have travel, we have back to school, we have holiday, we have a lot to offer, and we also have Christmas. Now, we have pink, we have black, or white. So options are unlimited. And lastly, have vellum. So we now have vellum cash envelopes that we've added to the shop. And again, we have the script and we have the straight. So if you take a look, we have, this is a straight font, and this is the script. So I actually really love this binder. It's the Pebble binder, and it's so nice. So I think I might switch into this binder. And it's supposed to give you inspiration to use nice things that make you want to budget, right? We went over the envelopes that I no longer need, what I wanted to keep. I took money, I put it in a different envelope to make it easier for me. Another thing that you could also do is, if you're spending money in one envelope, like maybe you are spending, maybe groceries is an envelope that you are running out. So when we do a cash reset, it's not just about changing your envelopes. A cash reset is also looking at the amount that you put in your envelopes, because we don't want you to get frustrated and quit. So let's just say that you keep, you're being short like maybe $50, you keep running out of money out of your groceries. And so, you know, this is where you need to like figure out like, okay, what do I need to do to, you know, what do I need to do to make things easy for me when I go to the grocery store, so I'm not short of money. In this situation, you just need to reevaluate how much you're taking out of the bank every week for groceries, and you might need to increase it, and maybe you can just lower it in another area. So you have to take a look at your envelopes. So if you're one that constantly keeps coming up short, don't get frustrated. Just redo it the next week and take a little bit more out, or meal plan and try to plan a little bit better so your grocery bill is not over your budget. Another thing when we talk about cash reset is also, being accountable, staying accountable, and writing things down in your budget planner. And that is super important. Okay, so when we talk about being accountable, that's also being accountable is writing in your budget planner, staying accountable, writing things down, writing out your goals. So it all kind of ties in together when it comes to your budget, your cash reset, taking a look at what works, taking a look at what doesn't work, and writing things down. So if you take a look at like the month of February, I just want to show you some of the pages very quickly. So you want like a lot, because this is the dated version, a lot of people might not want to list our bills out twice. That's up to you, because we have the month on 2 pages and then we also have weekly. But what you can do is write out your goals here, so goals and task pages, and then this is where you're going to list out your bill tracker, and then over here, and you can also put some notes down here as well, and then you have all of the places where you can keep track of like your expenses, your sinking fund. Sometimes I will be in a hurry, and even myself, I won't write down like on the card here, but please write down on the card, because the thing is that you will forget. So you want to make sure you know how much is in the envelope, and then you want to know how much you're actually spending for that category. Okay, here there's the sinking funds area. Just keeping track of what you're doing is really important. I highly recommend you guys get the 1 month ahead envelopes, and if you already have them, then start to use those, because all of the categories that are listed here are really they're amazing. So I'm actually really excited that I did this video with you, because I was able to get rid of all of this, like the Amazon, the Target and everything, and just consolidate it to make it easier for spending, for online shopping. So, and then we also have emergency in here. So I'm excited. I'm so happy that I did this video. Think about what works for you and your family. Think about what you're spending every week and what you actually need, and that difference. Maybe pull it from a different envelope. So lots of ideas. Be creative. Think outside the box. Have an amazing day. Bye for now.